They're about to purpose, but God is trying to get your attention. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, sit gently for a moment. Breathe slowly. Do not rush. Do not fear. There is something important, something powerful, something life-changing that you must hear. Because right now, someone in your life, someone whose presence has been confusing, heavy, beautiful, painful, or all at the same time, is about to make a decision that will affect both of your futures. They are about to propose. They are about to express something big. They are about to take a step that they believe is right for them. But before this moment unfolds, before this chapter is sealed, God is trying to get your attention. Not to scare you. Not to hurt you. Not to stop your blessings. But to open your eyes to something you have not fully seen. Because you are standing at a crossroads, a point in your life where your heart wants one thing, your mind is confused about something else, and your soul is whispering something even deeper. And the divine is trying to speak to you now. So listen closely, my child, because this message is the light you have been looking for. You have been feeling strange lately, haven't you? That sudden heaviness in your chest. The restless thoughts. The feeling that something important is coming. The feeling that someone is moving toward you. And the feeling that you are being prepared for something bigger than you imagined. This is not your imagination. This is not random emotion. This is not overthinking. This is God stirring your spirit. Because something is shifting behind the scenes, something you cannot see with your eyes, but something your heart can feel deeply. Someone in your life is preparing for a major step. Someone has been thinking about commitment. Someone has been planning something serious. Someone has been imagining you as a part of their future, or imagining a future they think they want. But God is whispering to you right now, do not move blindly. Pay attention. I am trying to show you the truth. My child, you have such a soft heart. You love deeply. You feel deeply. You carry people's pain like it is your own. You give second chances even when you are tired. You hope for the best even when life has shown you the worst. And because of this, your heart sometimes becomes an easy place for confusion. You see the good in people even when they show you their shadows. You see the potential even when their actions show something else. You see the future even when the present feels unstable. And this is exactly why God is calling you right now. Because before this person steps forward, before they make a promise, before they choose a direction, before they commit to something that will intertwine with your destiny, you must be fully awake. Awake to the truth. Awake to who you really are. Awake to what you truly deserve. Awake to the path meant for you. Not the path made from fear, loneliness, or attachment, but the path made from divine alignment. There is something you have overlooked. Something you sensed but pushed aside. Something you felt in your heart but did not want to accept. Something God is highlighting again and again, hoping you finally understand. Because before this person proposes something, before they ask for your hand, your trust, your heart, or your future, you must be clear about one thing: is this person aligned with the life God has chosen for you? Not the life your emotions want. Not the life your loneliness wants. Not the life your memories want. But the life your soul wants. Because God does not want you to walk into a commitment that will break your spirit later. God does not want you to tie yourself to someone who is not ready for your heart. God does not want you to accept less when more has already been written for you. This is why God is slowing your thoughts. This is why your dreams feel strange. This is why you keep seeing signs, messages, repeating numbers, or hearing inner whispers. Because God is asking you to pause before you say yes, before you believe their words, before you allow them back in, before you follow your old habits, and listen to what your spirit is saying. My child, there are moments in life when everything changes in a single decision. And this is one of those moments. Your heart is precious. Your future is sacred. Your destiny is big. And because of this, not everyone who wants you is meant to keep you. Not everyone who returns is meant to stay. Not everyone who promises is meant to fulfill it. Some people love the idea of having you, but they are not ready to grow with you. Some people want your presence, but they do not want the responsibility that comes with truly loving you. Some people want to propose, but they are not prepared for the meaning of commitment. Yet still, they move forward. Still, they try to step toward you. Still, they think they know what they want. But God sees what you cannot see. God knows their fears. God knows their hidden intentions. God knows the truth of their heart. And that is why God is intervening. Not to block them, but to protect you. My child, think about everything you've been through, all the hurt you carried silently. All the tears you cried quietly at night. All the times you waited for someone to change. All the moments you wished someone understood your heart. All the times you gave more than you received. All the moments you were strong even while breaking inside. These moments shaped you. They strengthened you. They made you wiser. They taught you what kind of love you truly deserve. So why would God allow you to walk backward when you are meant to move forward? Why would God let you settle when your purpose is far greater? Why would God let you surrender your heart to someone who might not be ready for it? This is why the divine is trying to get your attention before this proposal or decision reaches you. Not to stop love, but to guide you toward true love. Not to stop commitment, but to prepare you for the right one. Not to stop blessings, but to protect the blessings that belong to you. There is something else you must understand. The person thinking about proposing. The person thinking about stepping forward. The person thinking about telling you their feelings. They are not your enemy. They are not a mistake. They are not bad. They are not here to ruin your path. But they are still growing. Still learning. still confronting their shadows, still healing from their old wounds, still figuring out who they are, still unsure of what they truly want deep inside. And their confusion could become your pain, if you move too quickly. God is not telling you to reject them. God is telling you to stay awake. Stay aware. Stay centered. Stay connected to your intuition. Because your intuition knows the truth before your mind does. My child, listen to me carefully. Your destiny is not tied to someone who cannot handle the weight of your heart. Your future is not meant to be built on uncertainty. Your happiness is not meant to depend on someone else's healing process. And your love is not meant to be taken for granted ever again. You are meant for a partnership that feels peaceful, not stressful. A love that feels safe, not confusing. A future that feels guided, not rushed. A commitment that feels chosen, not forced. This is why God is slowing everything down right now. This is why your emotions feel mixed. This is why your heart feels like it's at a turning point. Because you are not just choosing a person. You are choosing the next chapter of your life. And God wants that chapter to be beautiful. Archangel Michael says, "My child, as you continue listening, let your heart relax. You do not need to fear the future. You do not need to fear the unknown. When God tries to get your attention, it is never to scare you, it is always to prepare you. And right now, God is preparing you for something that will shape your destiny. You may not fully understand why things feel intense, why emotions feel strong, or why certain memories keep coming back. You may not understand why someone from your past is suddenly appearing in your thoughts, or why someone close to you keeps sending mixed signals. But nothing you are feeling is an accident. Nothing is random. Nothing is without purpose. The person who is thinking about proposing, stepping forward, or making a big decision has been feeling your energy more than you know. They feel a pull toward you. They feel drawn to your spirit. They feel something special about you that they cannot explain. But at the same time, they feel fear. Fear of losing you. Fear of choosing wrong. Fear of being alone. Fear of repeating the past. Fear of not being enough. And when someone feels both love and fear at the same time, their decisions become shaky. This is why God is stepping in. My child, you must understand, your life is entering a very sensitive season. A season where one decision can change everything. This is the season where your heart is becoming wiser. Your spirit is becoming stronger. Your intuition is becoming louder. Your purpose is becoming clearer. And because of this, God does not want you to be distracted, confused, or emotionally trapped. This is why certain people are suddenly acting differently. This is why you feel distant from some people you once loved deeply. This is why your heart feels like it's pulling you away from certain environments. God is removing distractions. God is removing confusion. God is removing emotional noise, so that when the moment comes, when this person approaches you with a choice, a question, or a promise, you will be able to see the truth clearly. Not through the lens of emotion. Not through the lens of attachment. Not through the lens of the past. But through the lens of wisdom. My child, let me remind you of something important. You have changed. Even if you don't see it, even if you don't feel it every day, you have grown. Your heart is not the same heart from last year. Your mind is not the same mind from your last heartbreak. Your soul is not the same soul from your last disappointment. You are becoming someone stronger. Someone wiser. Someone more aligned with your true purpose. Someone more aware of what you need and what you deserve. And because of this growth, you cannot return to old patterns anymore. You cannot accept people who only show half effort. You cannot fall for inconsistency. You cannot attach yourself to someone's potential instead of their actions. You cannot stay quiet about your needs. You cannot sacrifice your peace for love. You are stepping into a higher version of yourself. And that is why God is calling you, right now, to stay awake, stay aware, and stay connected to your intuition. Because the next chapter of your life requires a wiser you. My child, the person thinking about proposing or committing to you, they are not blind. They can feel your change too. They can sense that you are pulling away from old cycles. They can sense that you are demanding more respect. They can sense that you are not willing to chase anymore. They can sense that you are becoming stronger in your boundaries. They can sense that you are choosing peace over chaos. And this shift in your energy is making them think deeply. For some, it scares them, because they fear losing you. For others, it inspires them. Because they know you deserve better. For some, it wakes them up, because they finally understand your worth. And for some, it confuses them, because they are not sure if they can rise to your level yet. This is exactly why God wants your attention. Because someone else's confusion is not your responsibility. Someone else's fear is not your burden. Someone else's emotional unpreparedness is not your destiny. God is trying to protect you from forming a commitment that will require you to shrink yourself. Because the new version of you cannot fit into old situations. But my child, there is something deeper. Something very important. The reason God is calling you so loudly right now is because your next season requires clarity, pure clarity. Clarity about who you are. Clarity about who you love. Clarity about what you want. Clarity about what you refuse to tolerate. Clarity about what will help your soul grow, not shrink. Because many people choose partners not from clarity, but from loneliness. Not from compatibility, but from history. Not from alignment, but from fear. Not from love, but from habit. God does not want you to choose this way. God wants your next partnership, even if it is with this same person, to be built on truth, awareness, healing, and balance. Not confusion. Not neediness. Not attachment. Not fear. This is why there is divine pause. This is why spiritual signals are appearing. This is why you feel an invisible pull inside your chest. You are being guided. My child, let me reveal something that you have felt but could not explain. The person thinking about proposing or making a serious move toward you has been battling something within themselves. Something they have not told you. Something they have been hiding. Something they don't want you to see. Something they fear will push you away. For some, it is emotional wound from their past. For some, it is self-doubt. For some, it is fear of responsibility. For some, it is fear of failing you. For some, it is guilt from mistakes they made. For some, it is pressure from their family or their surroundings. For some, it is confusion between what they want and what others expect from them. And this inner battle is affecting the clarity of their decisions. This is why God is trying to get your attention. Because their fight inside themselves should not become pain inside you. God wants you to step into this moment with strength, not blind hope. With awareness, not emotional weakness. With clarity, not confusion. Even if this person loves you deeply, they may not be fully ready. And love alone is not enough for a lifelong commitment. Love requires maturity. Love requires responsibility. Love requires healing. Love requires emotional stability. And if they are not yet there, God will not let you walk into something that will break your heart later. My child, there is a powerful message for you. This is not a season of rushing. This is a season of awakening. This is a season where you must look inward before you look outward. A season where you must reconnect with your worth. A season where you must ask yourself, what do I truly want? What do I truly deserve? What kind of love am I ready for? What kind of future do I want to build? What version of myself am I becoming? Because when you align your heart with truth, the right choice becomes clear. And the wrong option gently fades away. My child, you may feel uncertain now. You may feel confused. You may feel pulled in two directions. You may feel emotionally overwhelmed. But this is temporary. This is not chaos. This is transformation. This is the shift before clarity. This is the storm before alignment. This is the awakening before your real blessings arrive. The moment this person steps toward you, you will not react the same way you once did. You will not ignore red flags. You will not fall for empty promises. You will not give more than you receive. You will not pretend to be okay when you're not. You will not sacrifice your peace for someone's presence. Because God has been preparing you, strengthening you, guiding you, awakening you. You are being shaped into someone who will not choose from weakness, but from wisdom. Archangel Michael says, "My child, now that you have opened your heart to the truth, it is time for the final message. This is the moment where clarity begins to rise inside you, gently but powerfully. This is the moment where your spirit understands what your mind has been struggling to see. Because everything that is happening around you, every emotion, every sign, every sudden thought, every moment of silence, every shift in someone's behavior, is not a coincidence. There is divine timing unfolding. There is divine protection surrounding you. There is divine truth being revealed to you. And that truth is this: before someone makes a promise to you, God is making a promise to your soul. A promise that your future will not be built on confusion. A promise that your spirit will not be tied to someone who is not ready. A promise that your heart will not be wasted. A promise that your destiny will not be delayed by the wrong choice. This is why God is trying to get your attention, because your life is shifting into a new chapter, and you must walk into it with open eyes. My child, look back at your life for a moment. Every heartbreak taught you strength. Every disappointment taught you wisdom. Every delay protected you from something unseen. Every moment you cried alone shaped your soul. Every situation that confused you became a teacher. Every person who walked away created space for your growth. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Nothing was accidental. You have grown through pain, through lessons, through silence, through waiting. And now, you are entering a season where all that growth matters. Because someone from your past or someone connected to your heart is preparing for something big, something serious, something that carries weight, something that could change your path. But before they take this step, before they choose what they want, before they speak their truth, God wants you to be emotionally, spiritually, and mentally ready. Because sometimes people choose you not because they are prepared, but because they are afraid of losing you. And fear should never be the foundation of a lifelong commitment. Love must be chosen with clarity, not desperation. My child, you have a beautiful heart. A heart that has forgiven more than it should. A heart that has held on longer than it needed to. A heart that has loved deeply even in confusion. A heart that has broken quietly and healed silently. This tenderness is your gift. Your compassion is your strength. Your love is powerful. But now, you must protect this heart with wisdom. Because if someone is about to propose or express a serious commitment to you, you must ask yourself, are they choosing me out of truth, or out of fear? Are they prepared for the responsibility of loving me? Are they healed enough to build a healthy future with me? Are they consistent, or only emotional in the moment? Are they truly aligned with my destiny? These questions matter now more than ever. Because your future is too precious to gamble. Your heart is too valuable to risk. Your peace is too sacred to sacrifice. God wants you to see clearly before you say yes to anything. My child, let me show you something deeper about this person. You may not know it, but they have been wrestling with their thoughts. They have been praying, thinking, stressing, or imagining life with you. They have been more emotional than usual, more reflective, more unsure, or more hopeful. They feel a pull toward you. But they also feel fear inside themselves. They are scared of losing you. Scared of choosing wrong. Scared of stepping into something big before they are fully healed. Scared you will move on if they do not act now. This inner conflict is why God is asking you to slow down and observe. Because love is not a race. Commitment is not a competition. Your destiny cannot be rushed. And if someone wants to bind their life to yours, they must come from clarity, not confusion. My child, life will always test you before a blessing arrives. And right now, this person's proposal, confession, or commitment is part of that test. Not to break you, but to show you who is aligned with your spirit and who is aligned only with your emotions. You will soon see who is sincere and who is unsure. Who is ready and who is pretending. Who is growing and who is repeating old patterns. Who loves you with action and who loves you only with words. Who wants you for comfort and who wants you for partnership. These truths will not be hidden anymore. Because when God wants your attention, He removes every mask, every illusion, every confusion, every false hope, and shows you the truth with clarity. And once you see the truth, you will make the right choice. My child, the most powerful moment is coming. A moment where you will realize that you no longer chase. You no longer beg. You no longer settle for half love. You no longer accept inconsistency. You no longer allow someone's indecision to control your peace. A moment where you finally say, I choose myself. I choose my peace. I choose my growth. And from that energy, the right love will always choose you back. Because your worth is rising. Your standards are rising. Your intuition is rising. Your self-respect is rising. Your connection with God is rising. You are no longer the same person this individual once knew. And that is why God is preparing you, before they speak, before they act, before they propose. Your decision this time will come from wisdom, not emotion. My child, hear this final message: you are not losing anything. You are not missing out. You are not being delayed. You are not being punished. You are being aligned. Aligned with the right timing. Aligned with the right truth. Aligned with the right partnership. Aligned with the right destiny. Aligned with the version of you that finally understands your worth. And whether this person becomes part of your future, or becomes a lesson from your past, or becomes someone who grows enough to meet you at your level later, your spirit will be protected. Because God is guiding every step. My child, when this person comes to you with a question, a confession, or a commitment, you will feel a calmness inside your heart that tells you exactly what to do. You will not feel confusion. You will not feel heaviness. You will not feel fear. You will feel clarity. And that clarity will lead you to the right choice, the choice meant for your growth, your peace, and your destiny. This season is not about what they want. This season is about what you need. What you deserve. What you are ready for. God is not trying to block your love. God is trying to protect your future. And your future is going to be brighter, safer, and more peaceful than anything you've experienced before. Trust this guidance. Trust the signs. Trust your intuition. Trust the timing. Your life is shifting into alignment right now.